You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love this podcast. You love this podcast. Comes when you want it to come, because it's a timely vibe. It's the Pool Pit Podcast, baby. Season 5, episode 195. What the business is, it's that man with the plan, Big Kev, and that's Cuz with the Bush, Big Bo. And you know, we got that food for your soul. For the show, now you know we got to do this disclaimer. We got to do this disclaimer just because in the time we live in, everybody got a perspective. Everybody got a view. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of soft folks out here, too.
Bingo. So, you know, you got to give people a chance to turn away from it. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
make a decision.
Big Kevin Bo be saying some wild stuff out here, you feel me? So it's like, we try to give y'all caution signs. You know, like when you're on the street and it's about to be like a wreck, you know what I'm saying? A pothole ahead of you.
Caution.
What you supposed to do? Caution. Don't come out. Don't do this. We try to get out there. So without further ado, the Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know, I got to do it. I said, the Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that.
Yeah.
And y'all know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity.
What?
Motivation.
Really?
Inspiration.
You don't say.
And most importantly, love. Now
bring it on in. Bring it on in. Yeah.
So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation, and I got something for us. Some people come in your life as blessings. Others come out as lessons.
Boy.
Especially, you see how many people you probably don't even rock with now. They taught you something about yourself. Every level we go through as we mature, you should be progressing to the version of you, what we call it, the maturation process. It's literally what everybody should be doing. If you haven't matured, if you think the same things you were doing at 20 are fun, or that's the same vibe you on. Yeah, for real. We got a great show, but first, I'm going to let my brother introduce himself. His first time on the show with us.
Man. What's going on, world? It's Pastor Frankie, Brother Frank.
Yeah, how should we address you? We got all these type of names.
We go hood.
Pastor Frankie. So it's a key thing. We got the hood name. We got, we don't want the government. Pastor Frankie is what we going to say.
Where's your church at, man? Let them know where you...
17th and Andrew J. Brown, the Unveiled Church.
So
on the east side, I guess the east side.
East side.
The old north side.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you call it the old north side, the old east side.
So me and Bo are probably going to be on our best behavior today, just letting y'all know as much as we can.
Nah.
We try.
I'm not. This is my G right here. We done been through everything. So
I might slip up now. If I get passionate about something, it's going to pop off. It is.
He know how I rock.
I done heard worse.
Okay. What's good, Bo? What's good with you? How's your week been?
No, week's been great. I'm going to give a shout out real quick, to my guys, DJ Metronome, Jay Moore. They just had the 20th anniversary for Take That Tuesdays.
Okay.
That might be the longest standing hip hop as far as a bar franchise in the nation.
Okay.
20 years.
Okay.
20 years at the same location, same spot, doing it every week for 20 years. They're setting a stable. And it was vibrant. I was out there. Oh my goodness.
They was out there doing their thing.
Man, hey, and it was a nice day. It was a nice, beautiful day.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Hope PP fam, hope y'all had a great week. We got a great show lined up for you, but we're going to get right into it because it's a plethora of topics to speak on. So, for one, we all know what happened recently. If y'all haven't paid attention to it, it was said earlier, like a month prior, that they said Gucci Mane got robbed by Pooh Shiesty. Nobody knew.
This is where we started.
Factual.
We just started with this.
Yeah, we started with this. The hottest thing out the gate. And basically, the concept of it was, we didn't know for sure. Well, now
You know, we definitely know because what was it, like the FBI or whoever got behind it?
FBI,
Yeah, FBI got behind it, and they basically broke down what happened with footage and images and video or what happened. So the question online is, I don't want to get into about what Pooh Shiesty did or whatever, you know what I'm saying, his behaviors or whatever. We know what it is. You have your own take on it. I want to get into it because I seen the argument online was about street cred. You know what I'm saying? It was basically the Gucci tell about what happened, you know what I'm saying? Because he did get the gun put to him, you know what I'm saying? He was in fear of his life. He got robbed, all these things. Did he tell the police? And people have their own concept and theories behind it. And I want to know, does street code have an expiration date? I'm going to let Pastor Frankie go ahead and jump on in. Bo, you grab it after him.
Okay. Well, I guess I want to address the whole situation. I'm going to just first start off, I guess, addressing, does the street code have an expiration date? I guess that depends on how long you're going to be in the streets.
Okay.
Right. Like that factors into it.
Okay.
I don't know if the camera's on, but you was just talking about the maturation process. A lot of us that come from the streets get involved in the streets because you can grow up in the hood or grow up in an impoverished area and still make a choice not to get involved in the foolishness, right? I want to say that first.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that we grew up with. I'm thinking of George. I'm thinking of little Steve that lived on Emerson, and a lot more people that grew up in our neighborhood that chose not to enter into the more grittier aspects of the environment. They rose above their environment and chose not to become a product of their environment, right?
Real talk.
So for those that make the choice to get in, right? First of all, you made the choice to get in. There are rules. There are rules to it. Right. We refer to it as the game. I'm gonna shorten this answer and then we can, come back and forth. However y'all doing.
Right.
But people refer to it as the game. I was thinking about this earlier. Name a game to where cheating has been eradicated. Sometimes, ain't nobody fouled you. And the best player in the NBA is still pointing his hand like,
sometimes they say you ain't trying to win if you ain't cheating.
And it's funner.
He said it's funner.
It's funner. Yes. When I'm playing Scrabble, I know this ain't no word.
I'm cheating. I'm trying to win.
I know this ain't no word.
But I'm going to convince you that it is.
That's like categories. I'll be making up words,
but, they refer to the game as a game, even though we know it's not a game. It's life and death. It's your freedom. And all of the above, right?
Yeah.
So when you enter into the game, there's a certain type of person to enter in. We're not very intelligent when we get into a game that's already rigged for us to lose.
Say that.
Right?
Ooh-wee.
So there needs to come a time to where you grow out of it. Most people, as we grow, we understand, and we thank God that we wasn't consumed in the game when we realized it was fixed to where we couldn't win anyway.
Yeah.
So with that being said, when dealing with somebody Gucci's age, right? That should have expired by now.
Okay.
And I'll leave that right there.
Well, what you think?
What I think?
Yeah, what's your take on it?
He messed with the wrong nigga. He signed the wrong nigga. The whole tribe, whoever's affiliated with this nigga, is not really about the business and really more about the streets.
The nigga name is Shiesty.
Yeah, and he is showing what he's about. And so whatever comes his way, man, come your way. This is what you are supposedly built for.
So you think he shouldn't go to the law?
Who?
Gucci
absolutely go to the law. Because he comes from the streets, but where he's at now, he's a mogul.
Right.
He done built brands.
Mm-hmm.
He done helped a whole bunch of folks that was on the streets get off the streets. He has a family. He's changed his life.
Right.
So, hey. Yeah. Now I ain't saying he's the one who called and told, but if folks, if folks was like, hey, cause come on, man, you're at
it's allegedly. We'll put allegedly. We gotta put that word out there because it's not definitely. They said RD. They use his name and everybody knows it's Roger Davis. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean.
If his name comes up in the paperwork or whatnot over the situation, because for one. Y'all sitting over here crying over paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you right there, I'm doing business.
Business.
Yeah, it's business.
I'm doing business. This ain't like, all right, I fronted you some work.
Talk about it.
Ran off on the plug.
No. You trying to get me to sign paperwork.
Forcefully.
Paperwork. So like y'all all the way
out of pocket.
Regardless.
Yeah. The thing I see is that people don't get it. When you level up in life, you should level up in mentality too. Mm-hmm. So that's a part of it. So like you were saying, the maturation process, the codes you stuck by, guidelines you went by as a child in that environment are different than where you're at now. If you're in a 2,000-foot square mansion, it ain't the same as living in that 200 feet house, you know what I'm saying, with one bedroom and all the activity around you, you know what I'm saying? So your mindset should be different. So I would hope that you would go to the laws to protect your valuable interests because now you have a lot to lose. Like Bo said, he's a conglomerate now as far as business, you know what I'm saying? The 1017 label, he had a gang of artists at the time.
Man, he put a whole book.
You know what I'm saying? He has a lot going on that it's just not Gucci in the streets running when he was beefing with Jeezy and he was coming up in them Atlanta streets. It ain't the same. Gucci is trying to level up as a man.
He has.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, so to level up means it's showing you leveled up by not handling it in the way people deem Gucci should handle it based off of his background. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, I'm going to do it the right way. But now he did get on the video and say that he ain't working with the Fed. He ain't going, you know what I'm saying, help him out or nothing like that, which I get it because everybody going from Atlanta got a bad rap right now anyway with ratting and snitching. And it's not a good look to those who look at Gucci as being a stand-up nigga because of all the stuff he done prior. But if he did, I'm not holding it against him.
Right. But it's on the idiots who, here you are doing a stick up at a legitimate studio.
Legitimate studio.
A legitimate studio where a lot of artists come through and make music. Do you not think that they have cameras?
4K.
4K. Got them crystal clear. Everybody got T-shirts. They got cameras. Boys chewing gum. They know exactly what you
And they got those cameras not for stupid shit like this, but for like insurance purposes. If somebody comes in and falls, I fell at the studio.
You fell on your own. It wasn't camera work on our part.
So the studio already had camera work. Y'all not good as y'all think y'all
and
are.
Beyond that, he might be the dumbest criminal ever to do this because throwing you out 6 months out. They told you not to be around. Yeah, so he'd be 6 months out.
Was it 6 months?
I thought it was 6 months. They said, he did have 6 months.
I think he got out.
He got a ankle. He got an ankle bracelet, so he's already getting monitored. They called him before because they seen he was away from his house. He told them a lie and said that he thought the PO said he could get rec time. They said, no, you can't get back to your house. He ignored that. So already that's red flag. Boom, to turn around. These like I talk about moments of clarity when you're doing something. That's a moment.
I'm going to say it.
Then, hold on one second. Then, the thing about it is you can't forcefully make nobody sign a contract in court. Gucci be like, I didn't want to do that. I was under duress, you know what I'm saying? And that's not going to stand up legally. So the thought out process for this whole situation is wild.
Pooh Shicey, your OGs is trash.
Daddy was with him.
And if your pops is in on it, your dad's trash. Like, it's leading y'all to nowhere but to jail, where you're about to end up.
Yeah, he just did a bid.
So that's where you're gonna end up. Yeah. Say no more.
Go ahead. But I wanted to say this. Like I want us to just talk about it because there's so many people going to tell them snitching and this, that, and third, and this young generation believe that that's the code to live by and die by. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I wanted some people who really been, you know what I'm saying, around activity as such to speak to it because it got to be the other side of people talking about it too versus that big mouth of.
To me, Gucci ain't snitched on nothing.
Hey, I don't think he's snitching.
Because they did all this stuff in front of camera work.
They told themselves.
They actually recorded.
They gave them evidence.
So when they locked these niggas up, you still got this on your phone, nigga.
Boy.
If you really a G, you ain't gonna record nothing.
Oh, they said some nigga recorded it.
No, the father.
No, they said the dude Big 30 recorded it.
Or somebody, whoever it was. Yeah. If you really a G, you're not about to record anything. What are you recording it for?
Crazy.
Clout.
Just
Clout.
just to get yourself set
and
up.
them likes and clicks.
Because that stuff, man, even when you delete it, it's in the cloud.
Forever.
They going in there to get that.
Man.
And they know how to go get it.
That's what I'm saying. And then on top of it, you're at a business that has cameras. Y'all don't peep that out? Y'all didn't think about that?
Nobody thought about that plan.
Cameras.
And you hit on it a second ago. It wasn't like this was a drug deal.
Right.
This was a meeting for square business, and they chose to drag the streets into it. So they're going to have to pay. They're going to go the way of the streets.
And that's conflict resolution too, because what happened is it didn't go the way he thought it was. Because he didn't even have the gun on him at prior. They said he went in there, he told Gucci to sign it. Gucci's like, I ain't signing it. So that anger conflict did not sit down like a man and figure out a way that I can get out this contract. Oh, so you ain't gonna sign it? Okay, I know. I'm gonna
resort back to what I know.
Bingo.
And the thing is, that doesn't work well
at all.
What I wanted to say was it also shows when we're dealing with the internet, we're dealing with a lot of ignorance. And it goes to show how people want to hold you at your lowest station in life. Yeah, Gucci come from the bottom. He come from poverty, worked his way up, and you know what I mean. Felt that he had to become a gangster, and you know that's not for me to. You know, we seen how he came up publicly, right?
Right.
And then a lot of time when you step away from that and you grow. And you realize, like I said, you come to that realization, wow, I'm blessed to be here. I've made some mistakes in my life. Let me do things better. Let me go a different way. A lot of people will try to hold you to where they've known you to be. They probably thought, man, Gucci's at the end of his heart. He's a gangster. We're going to do this. He ain't going to call. We ain't going to. Man, you don't know me. You knew me then, but you don't know me now. This is square business. And you know what? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm sure he pays more taxes
than all of us. Yeah, say that, bro.
You know what I mean?
He's a mogul.
I'm not fit to play with y'all.
My name is important now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I protect a lot of people. I feed a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to think differently.
And just as a people, man, that whole culture, I do want to say this, that whole culture, man, is destructive.
Boy.
It has hurt us so bad. It's just like... and this falls within the same conversation. Just like we complain and people complain about gentrification, for instance, right? This is area in the city, all over our city in Indianapolis.
Yes,
we seeing gentrification. They going in and buying $20,000 houses, $40,000 house, $60,000 house,
doubling up,
man.
And
selling it for $400,000.
Yes. Boy,
okay. Now it's the same soil. It's the same ground. Why was that house only worth $40,000? Okay, well, people pay for safety.
Say that.
So if it's an area to where somebody can stand right in front of on the corner and sell dope open air,
well, I'm gonna pay for that,
or shoot somebody down and nobody calls the police, then it tanks everybody's property value. I think about when I was young and running the streets, and there was a lot of, my mother was a hard worker. His parents hard workers. Our neighborhood was full of hard workers, right? I didn't know that when I went out and stood on that corner and hustled and sold dope and smoked weed and all out in the open, that I was destroying their property value, because I was up when they was going to work 7 a.m. Somebody want to get high before they go to work, and when they get off work, I'm out. They want to get high after they get off work, right? So I'm pulling a full shift too, but I'm not understanding why they looking at me and why they shaking their head at me and why they angry at me. I'm talking about my neighbors, because I'm the one of the reasons that the property value is tanked. Then them other folks move in, they calling the police, boy, if you got your music too loud. And we saying,
10 decibels.
Yeah, I got called on.
But every time they call the police, figuratively speaking, their property value going up. Yep. You understand? And so we, holding to a code that was designed to keep us where we at and to destroy us and to fill up prisons. Man, it's sad to see that it's still going on. I hate to see the younger, because our generation, we get it. We can explain it. Now, are there a few out there that's old and and need to be talking better? Yeah. We know they out there. You always gonna have a fool. Yeah. But for the most part, a normal person grows out of that. They see that it was a trap. Man. But it hurts to see our babies coming up behind us falling into the exact same trap, because it shows that our people collectively are gonna stay in the same predicament.
I think that pretty much summed it up. I like where it left off right there. Say that, Pastor Frankie.
Dunamis.
All right. So Another thing that popped up that had a lot of discussion was about if you know the basketball player Jaden Ivey. He's from Naptown.
No, his family is from Detroit.
Okay.
You know, Jaden Ivey played here as a WNBA player, so he's bounced around in life.
Okay,
as a WNBA player.
Yeah, his mom was a WNBA player.
Okay.
That's
His mom was a WNBA player, so like
Wow.
she played for the Fever for a while.
Oh, she played for the Fever. Okay.
When we get to it, I'm gonna break something down.
Okay, well, you about to jump it out first, so I'm going to break it down to what happened. So basically, the whole talk behind it is the Chicago Bulls waived him because he had anti-LGBTQ comments, you know what I'm saying? And he had some other several rants about religion and other topics. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people said he should be able to say what he want to say. A lot of people said that he shouldn't be because of the umbrella he's under. Where do you fall in that whole discussion, Bo?
He should be able to say what he feels. The thing is, the reason why he was waived is because I've been around gentlemen like this. He was putting it on everybody around him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've been around gentlemen who, you know, like we said, we come from the streets, had a bad situation jump off, and then they run to Jesus, and when they on Jesus like it's crack, and so everything they can't speak about anything unless it's about religion, Jesus, and I think that's what he's been on behind the scenes, behind the scenes with his teammates, with his coaches. And it's warm thin. He got waived because, hey man, we just trying to play basketball. We just trying to win games, and you're on this religious, which is fine. Yeah, it's very fine. Like you know, found something that you're devout with, and I've seen this with men. Cool. Now that he's publicly done said what he done said behind the door, he got a whole new wave, especially the right side, who agree with him. And now they're looking at him like, all right, the NBA, y'all done fired this guy for, so they taking it to a whole nother level. Mm-hmm. My man, I G for what he's saying, but I also get for the team, like, hey, we're just trying to win games. We're just trying to win a game.
It's not our market.
And we can't have you when we're in the team and you're evangelizing like yes, no, serious. I'm telling you, man, some cats, man, came straight. We talk about the streets, came straight off the corner. Got into some stuff. By the grace of God, they survived it. And I mean, they proclamation every time they seen you was, God, this is, we can't talk about the fight that we seen last night. We can't talk about life. Nah, did God bless? Like, and then it's like it makes you like, nigga, get the fuck away from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no, there's a time, but we're human still. Yeah. Now everything's a religious thing, and so I can see where the team felt like, and he still got paid. Yeah. He still got. It'd be one thing if they waived him and took. Well, he still got paid his money, but it was like what he is doing, and I've seen this. Was he 24, 25?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I've seen this in them young men. They get a revelation of religion, and they get heavy on their religion tip, and it's a Debbie Downer. It clouds the room. It's like we get that you're about religion, but like, damn, we trying to talk about the X's and O's of this game.
Pastor Frank, how you feel about?
No, I think that's one of those things to where, okay, as a pastor, because I understand. Mm-hmm. I tell our membership that when you go clock in, you at work. I'm a pastor. I'm a working pastor, right? Mm-hmm. So, I've been at my job for about 23 years, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
Most people that know me, they know I'm a pastor, right? But they don't know I'm a pastor because I go around preaching.
Right.
They know I'm a pastor because of how I live.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't have to be your words.
Say that.
Right? Now, back to his particular situation. Also, there are some people, if Jayden is called to be, let's say, an evangelist, and if that's the case to where, man, I can't even have practice without him preaching, right?
Right.
And I don't know if they said that's the case, but if that's the case, then the Lord said, anybody that would be my disciple must first deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me.
Say that.
There was one guy, he had all the answers, man, and it was a rich young ruler. He ran up to Jesus and he's like, Lord, what's all the commandments? And before Jesus could tell him what they were, he's like, I kept them since I was a kid. Scripture says Jesus looked at him and loved him and said, okay, one thing's you lack. If you will be perfect, go sell all your stuff and give it to the poor. And then watch this, come follow me and be my disciple. And the Bible says that young rich man, he walked away sad and sorrowful. He was excited at first, but he walked away sorrowful because he was very rich. I'm saying that to say this. There are some times to where in order to do something like it, you want to be an evangelist, it's going to cost you something.
Yeah.
This thing it costs us something.
Yes, it
and
does.
It costs in our faith, it costs the Lord his life.
Yeah.
Amen. So it's going to cost us something. And Jayden, I'm sorry, is experiencing that.
Right.
Do I believe the man should have lost his job? No, put me in the office, talk to me. If I'm violating, that's what I did see. He was wondering, what policy am I violating?
Right.
Yeah, which he did.
What am I doing to make it harder on my team? Am I doing this? Then have a meeting with me.
Yeah.
And we can get things together.
And I think it was like this though. Like you just said, you know what I'm saying? It's about business more than anything. Like it's free will, right? Like, yeah, you got the free will to say how you feel, your beliefs and everything. They got the free will to say, we don't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? And when you sign to those companies and those corporations, you are under a contract that means you follow the behaviors that coincide with what they do. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't coincide, you can always leave or we can delete you. Same thing though. I think he lost his job from the Bulls because you think about, we only got 5 more games left. He's going to be a free agent. There's 16 guards on the Bulls. There's a lot of other stuff. It's just not what you said. The factors, there's other factors. And then you go with this rhetoric that's bringing bad press to us. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can definitely just let you go. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of other stuff to it. I just think when people do what they do, you have to understand there's going to be consequences, good or bad.
But I think us, with this being America, most jobs, though, and I could be wrong, or not allowed to fire you for your religious beliefs. That's just like we have Muslims on our job, right? And we had in the last 10 years like an influx. And so they are allowed to stop several times a day. They got their prayer rugs in a certain area. This is at my job. And they can go pray. Yeah. Now, if you're not a Muslim, you can't say, well, I need a break when they take a break. You ain't going to pray. Right. So we make these accommodations for people. And but I think us as Christians, those that are Christian, we do push back because we don't want to be kicked to the curb. And we can't even be Christian and keep a job. You know what I'm saying? So I believe it is a balance. It is a balance. I have a problem if I go to work and then they pull me off. We heard you a pastor. We don't need you here. No, I'm gonna sue y'all. But if I'm preaching on the line, instead of doing what they do, get my butt out of there.
Yeah, that's the thing is about when you're impeding on their time. You know what I'm saying? So you're locked into my time. We brought you here to work. Whatever you're supposed to do, exactly. We didn't bring you here to share your beliefs and whatnot, even though you may have them as a human being and it's your right to. When you're underneath us and you are, you know what I'm saying, representing us. Right.
So that would be the question. Is he really, if they can prove that he's violating policy, but if they just.
Well, I think in that also is about your contract. You know what I'm saying? And understanding
he still got paid. He still got his money.
He gets money. They're going to pay.
Basically, it's like, hey.
We're done.
So for them to pay him, that means he didn't violate any policy.
They just like, hey, they just don't want him around.
Yeah, we just don't. They're saying you're basically filtering you're putting a bad cloud over the Chicago Bulls, and you already a free agent. Probably wasn't going to sign you anyway. We're just getting rid of you sooner than later.
Okay, I get it. Well, for him, the Word of God talks about that, and that we will be. The servant is not greater than his master.
All right.
If the Lord was rejected, if you carrying his message, you're going to get rejected too. Even if you do it the right way, in some environments, you're going to get rejected. And that come along with the territory.
This is the subject that I haven't heard anybody speak about because, with his mother being a WNBA player, a WNBA coach, his mother being a coach for women's basketball. When you look at when he got drafted, the WNBA was looking at him like, this is our player, this is our son, because he came up under the WNBA. They was like, hey, he's the WNBA's baby. And now his statements totally go against the WNBA.
Say that, Bo.
Ain't nobody talked about it.
That's a good perspective.
His statements totally go against the WNBA, and I've been waiting to see because they making a stance on every fucking thing right now.
Yeah,
I've been waiting to see the WNBA stance on this subject matter. Y'all was calling him WNBA baby, and now he going through what he going through. I ain't heard nothing.
And I think it's another thing is how he did it though, bro. Like I think. For example, because it's more to what he said. Like he went on a real rant. It wasn't like because everybody has their thoughts. Like old dude said about when Atlanta was trying to have the strippers there. You know what I'm saying? That city night. You know what I'm saying? The white dude from what's it called came out and said, and everybody said you shouldn't say nothing. You got a platform, you say it, but you also got. My thing is this: be 10 toes down about all the facts. Right? You can say what you want. You got a microphone. You got a phone. You can record. But no. There's going to be some rebuttal back, and it's going to be some people in your head about what you said.
There's going to be some repercussions.
Yeah. So, and he said something about Steph Curry. That's what I didn't like.
He said something about out of.
He basically said that
it was more to Steph.
We basically say that Steph Curry is a Christian because of how his behavior is. You know what I'm saying? He always I put God first and everything like that, and he moves accordingly from what we see, right? But he said, well, Steph Curry cusses, so how you guys going to call him a Christian? But I'm like, who are you to judge? We're imperfect human beings. God knows our, you know what I'm saying, weaknesses and the things we struggle with day to day, you know what I'm saying? The person slipping a cuss word, that's an emotion that was created by imperfection. So you can't sit there and deem a person not being a Christian because they said a cuss word here and there, you know what I'm saying? So for him to do that made it all put in for me too. What are you bringing up Steph Curry for? Why are you trying to run Steph Curry in the mud for your situation?
Yeah, to see Christian infighting, that's never good, especially on the public stage. Now, overall, I want to make clear, I definitely support the brother as far as him standing up for his faith. But you are 100% right. It's going to cost you something. I believe he got it. I think one of the reasons that he was pushing back, he was feeling pressure from the NBA during the Pride Month and things like that. So, if y'all can pressure me, I need to be able to stand. Right. And it doesn't just have to be that particular month. It can be anything, just like on our jobs. We go and we work. But I'm sure if they come at you in the wrong way, we're going to say something. I gotta stand. I need this check. But I need to look myself.
I'm a man first. I'm a man first.
Look in that mirror.
Yeah.
So anytime that you're on a larger platform and everybody is seeing just as quick as he is speaking out, putting people under the microscope, he's under the microscope.
Yeah,
so definitely. We see, we seeing it on a large stage. I just want, I'm just praying for the brother. And, but like I said, I believe he knows what he's doing.
I want to see his next steps.
Yeah.
Because, he's made $32 million.
Okay.
Over the last 4 years.
Yeah.
He done made some good money. Is he done with basketball? Right. Is this new lane?
Bingo.
And he done, and because of his devotional, his mindset, he has a huge conglomerate that's riding right with him. They're just jumping on the bandwagon. They are jumping on the bandwagon where like
he got some support.
He got some support. He
aligns with their ideology, so it makes sense. Just for example, but my thing is, if you truly stand on what you stand on, and that's how you truly believe, will you forego an NBA career and all the money for your beliefs? Because I know some NBA players that have. It's like Jonathan Isaac.
Money.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to make a choice.
Shoot, Adrian Griffin.
Right. It's a lot of people
man.
But gratefully bowed out that had budding careers, but maybe in the peak of their career.
My girl at
the most recent one is the young man from the Magic, Jonathan Isaac.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The NBA lifestyle is not compatible with a man of God. You know what I'm saying? If you really gonna be standing like that and preaching, you know what I'm saying? You could be like
and that's
a
something
Christian.
That's what he talked about.
Yeah, but if you really own it and you totally denounce and you want to come out and really stand on, NBA is not for you.
Yeah, right.
We've had some successful Christians. Who was that? AC Green was one that stood back in the day. He was famous. If I'm calling the right man for the.
Nah,
I don't know if he was a Christian. He's a virgin.
Okay,
he's a virgin.
I thought he was doing it because of.
I don't know.
I think AC Green was partying.
Okay,
I think
he might have been fucking.
No, he was a virgin, so I can see how you kind of tried to.
Because I was young, but
I don't know if Barry said he was like about Christian. You know what I'm saying? He's a Christian like that.
He might have been chopping down, but he was at least partying.
Yeah, AC Green. I don't know. I ain't gonna say he wasn't or wasn't, but I just know he was a virgin all the time. They used to make fun of him because NBA lifestyle. They're like, he the only NBA player ain't getting it in with nobody, especially with our Magic Johnson, the Magic Man.
Magic Man
was going with unbelievable numbers.
Yeah, crazy. But yeah. I feel like he's gonna have a choice to make, but at the same time, from the Christian perspective, we're not the ones just to be pushed out.
Okay.
We don't have a turn our tail and run.
Yeah.
Pushed out, just what I mean.
That's what your faith make you do.
Yeah, you're gonna stand. You're gonna stand. That's just what it is. But it's interesting to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I do want to see how it plays out.
They can come to it
because my man can hoop. My before that injury, the dude was putting up like 17 points, 5 assists, looking good for Detroit. Had the injury, and then things changed after that injury. Mm-hmm. So
I also want to see if it's something his behavior that has something to do with his mental health as well. I say that because, like you just said, when he came out and he was drafted, he was very, very highly spoke of, in regards. You got an injury, and Detroit just lets you go for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then you go to Chicago, out of all them guards, you should be able to get a spot for them guards. They got Trey Jones, it might be something that we don't know behind closed doors about his behavior and how he carries himself that make people be so easy to discard him. I do want to see how it plays out, you know what I'm saying? If another team. The other thing is, if you're trying to be an NBA, you are auditioning for another team as well as being a free agent. Right. So putting that cloud over the Bulls and saying that is bad timing. Unless you don't, like I said, unless you go and say, hey, NBA ain't for me. I got a different following, you know what I'm saying? I got a different calling. We'll see.
But we ain't gonna make all the Christians crazy now. Now he got
not crazy. I'm just saying they said that though.
No. Christians are not crazy
too, but I ain't speaking that. You know what I'm saying?
But my man was the way he was talking about apple pie. That's when I was
like,
yeah.
Nah, bro, it's a lot too. What I'm saying, hey, you know what I'm talking about, Bo. And his wife said he out there just saying stuff for the for the platform to make everybody fall in line with him. But it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? There's always two sides to every story, but we're just going
the
what
way
we
he
know.
was talking about apple pies,
the truth. You ever get the truth? Your side, they side, and the truth.
He was talking about apple pie. I was like, oh my god.
It was a tangent. We didn't say the whole thing. I just tried to get the meat and potatoes of what it was, though. Yeah. But good discussion, fellas. Good discussion. All right, so I thought about this, and I want to say this because I watched it. So I don't know if y'all really watched it, but I'm just going to put y'all up on game. How many of y'all watched The Price is Right and was a fan of The Price is Right? And
I seen the bullshit.
What happened?
But I seen the bullshit.
We're gonna break it down. I'm just saying. Did you
have we ever watched it?
Yeah. Did you like the part? Okay. Yeah. Everybody had a liking for Bob Barker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm watching this thing on the E channel. They're called Dirty Rotten Scandals or something like that. Scandals. Mm-hmm. And man, Bob Barker was a MFer.
He was a
bro.
He was an old white. He was a white that came up in that era that knew, all right, we get our money off these whites. Now we got this black folks who got some money. We'll parlay to them, and so y'all show up, but like he didn't show love to no blacks.
He didn't show love to a lot of people. I'm just saying that's why I said it ain't just about race. That is a big part of it. How he treated women. How he treated bro. I'm saying when I say
he was an old school white.
It encompassed a lot that you didn't know. For example, I'll just give y'all some stuff that just
talk shit,
wild and far-fetched, right? So the Barker Beauties, right? They're the ones giving the details and the insight about
the cards,
it. And they literally said Bob Barker was trying to take all of them down. They created an environment to where people could just touch on them and felt okay to touch on them.
Y'all didn't see that?
And then if they tried to say something, then CBS, as you know what I'm saying, conglomerate, basically let Bob Barker run it straight through. And you can get on it, you see it, like I said, and when the people pay these pictures, and that's what I'm trying to get at. We gotta stop everybody in some form or fashion idolizing people, thinking people are who they are as far as their personalities, their behavior. Man, we don't know these folks.
That's right.
Like, we see this man with a cue card and cracking jokes and being so friendly, and you would not have thought, and watching The Price is Right, this man was doing all these heinous acts behind.
I did.
I didn't. That's the last thing from my mind. So while watching it as a kid, you thought he was doing that.
Not as a kid, but once I became a grown man.
Right.
I mean,
once I became a grown man and looking back, like, you know, watching Happy Gilmore slap his ass and getting in fights with him and shit.
I want the whole thing.
But even when you
The Price is Wrong, bitch.
You know, consider those shows, right?
Yeah.
And the element of having women and models.
Yes.
I mean, that's already letting you know.
Yes, for real.
Scantily clad. They were dressed the provocative.
Right. What does that have to do with a game? But even when you consider games, we got cheerleaders and you have this
you're selling. You got to sell
sex and everything.
Yes.
Everything.
And so when you're doing that,
it's going to have that environment.
The men are going to respond. The cameraman's going to respond if he think he got a chance.
He got a chance.
You know what I mean? So
or that's the environment you said where it's okay. If we do that, we're going to get in trouble.
Fire to his bosom and not be burned.
Boy, say that.
You know what I mean? If they want Vanna's still on there.
Yeah.
Men are still
Pat Sajak.
I'm just making sure you're still there.
Flip them valves, man.
You hear me? He gone, I think.
Pat gone. He gone.
Vanna's still there.
She's still there.
Holding it down.
But to the race part we're both speaking about, this is the wild part. They said that there could only be 2 black guests on at a time, and they had a stereotype. They had to either be big old black women or they had to be loud black people. That was told prior. And if you pay attention, I had to go back and watch it, right? Because I like to do the research. If you go back and watch how he interacts with the white guest versus the black guest, you know, white woman come, oh, I love you, Bob Barker. He kissed on him, hug him. The black women or black men, he's, hey, don't touch me.
Like, he even look, why are you so loud?
Dude, they said he had a cue card when he's doing this, he said, come on. He put a B on the card to know if a black person was coming up. I was like, bro, that is wild.
That ain't wild.
But you know what?
To me, it's wild.
We can't even attribute that to him, but that's just America at the time.
It's America.
That's how I look at it. That's America. That's America.
But to find out a person that you didn't think was like that because what they show. See what I'm saying? And then you find out later. That's why I'm saying it's wild.
The ugly reality.
Yeah, the ugly reality, you know what I'm saying, that hits you in the face about a person. Like I said, we could think everybody has these tendencies just because of the time frame or whatever. But until you know, and when you know, you like.
And in a lot of ways, media is what promotes what becomes reality. What I mean by that, just like we were talking about the snitching earlier, the media of the music.
Say that.
We know mentally that the whole concept is trash.
Say that.
But you put it in the music, man, them kids is like, all right, bet.
Good.
This makes sense. The media controls reality. It shouldn't, but it does, you know. So even when you, like you said, you look back on that, there's got to be a certain type of black person because this is going to go from the couch to outside.
It reads to our fan base. They love it.
and when our fan base goes out into the world and they see black people, they're going to see them in a certain way.
Yeah.
And when the blacks see the whites, they're going to see the whites. I bet you they only had certain type of whites, probably too. The ones that presented well.
Pretty much.
So that we would have this thing that they just superior. You know,
because at the end of the day, it's TV, and you're trying to get ratings, and you're trying to promote a certain look
and promote a message.
And a message, yeah.
That's the problem.
And it's funny. The movie, what was it? Who Cloned Tyrone? Let you know about the implications of how they do
I need
things.
to watch that. I love that movie.
Hey, that movie's funny, but it's a lot of gems. When you get past the laughing part of it, and Jamie Foxx acting a total fool, and you listen to the gems, it is a lot of those implications into the things that we just take for granted. You know, a lot of people don't sit there and listen and dissect when they're listening or they're watching what this could mean, the alternate meaning of what they're doing. We just take it for status quo, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people. So I think they know that. That's how they get it over on.
Yeah.
You got something else, Bo?
I know, I'm good.
Okay. What we got on deck? We can go ahead and get into some sports and entertainment.
Sports.
The one that just happened last night. Did y'all see it? Gino
got his ass kicked.
Ariyama and how he treated Miss Dawn Staley.
Hey.
Man, I lost all respect for Gino because he probably is the greatest women's coach, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's Pat Summitt, there's some other people who can say that, but his winning, Dawn Staley's on his heels, but as we speak currently, he is probably the GOAT of women's coaching. That knocked him down a lot, G.
I want to say, because it seemed like he was talking about you won this because the refs did some bad calls. But it looks horrible for him.
Horrible. Everybody was too, bro.
If in his head, he's saying in his head, you won this because of the refs made bad calls. Mm-hmm. But it looks like this black woman keep beating my ass.
Give him the business.
That's how it looks. So like it comes a time where like you got to take the ego away, and you took the L.
Take it away. You took the L.
To just dap her up and keep it moving. Like, but you might have felt the way. Like, honestly, he felt the refs made some bad calls, and he tried to tell her, you won this because of the refs.
And they might have. I mean, refs missed a lot of calls, but you got outplayed. The team South Carolina outplayed UConn. Y'all scored 20. Y'all scored 43 points.
Man, y'all got
heard of. And I think the Armor got cracked. They was like 54-0. You know what I'm saying? So they was undefeated. Man, going to have an undefeated season.
And
here this is. And she out coached you. She took. You watched the game. She took UConn out a lot of their sets and what they wanted to do with great defense, and they didn't stop them on the other end. That's how basketball goes.
He just looked like another old white, like Bob Barker.
I mean, at that time he did. The way ungrateful and entitled.
Like another Bob Barker, just an old white.
I mean, like I never really seen that type of behavior from him. I know he's a fiery coach and he's gonna speak his mind, but at a handshake and making it real visual in public, you know what I'm saying, and trying to disrespect her in that light was wild.
I love how Don was like, "Fuck you."
She's still on business.
Fuck you, nigga. Like
she said, I live by integrity. I would never do that to you. And they said it basically stems from, he says that, I guess it's tradition, before the game, the coaches come to the center floor, they shake hands. Mm-hmm. Not just in a line, because it's like 2 times they shake hands. When she shook, they show a video where she shook everybody's hand in his staff. Mm-hmm. But I guess he said individually they supposed to come in the middle of the floor, and I guess it's tradition. And she didn't do that. So he took it as some slight. Plus, you got to factor in, I'm getting my tail whooped out here and out coached. And we lost, you know what I'm saying? So those emotions.
And they was like 30-something-0. Yeah. Hey, nigga.
They were 54-0 since what's called. This season, including last season, they have been running it. You know, they won last year. You know what I'm saying? They beat South Carolina last year. And since then, they've been 54-0. So he showed his entitlement to winning and basically thought he should have won and it should just happen, but it didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't. You gotta, you know, and I was hoping he would come to the press, you know what I'm saying, when they had the press out and apologize. Be like, my feelings got the best of me. I'm out of pocket. He stood on it. He doubled down on it.
I said what I said, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? That makes him look worse. When you double down on it and you got time to get a moment of clarity and speak, yeah, man, you can't double down on no actions like that.
Hey, she beating your ass, nigga.
Okay, so yeah, So what I'll say is that we just had a kind of brief discussion before we started, so I want to kind of preface the question or whatever, right? At any time, is forgiveness allowed for artists or entertainers, even if they've done something so far-fetched? Is there ever a time that you can forgive them and still be a fan of their work?
That's a personal thing.
Right, that's what we're personal people. It's a question, not to everybody, it's to the people of the panel.
Yeah, that's a personal thing.
I say it's about the Ye thing. That's what I'm speaking about.
But all these artists, because you can talk about Ye, you can talk about the stuff with Jack Harlow, his missteps, but like, is his misstep worthy enough to not fuck with his music?
Yeah.
Kanye, all the different little things he's done. as what he's done is make it like I can't listen to his music.
And that's my point. That's the thing. You know, I said to speak to Ye because Ye's the one. Like he just had the 2 sold out shows at SoFi. You know what I'm saying? And the visuals was unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? And he performed a slew of hits, right? But I know it's going to be those people who were still going to remember what he said about black people, what he said about Jewish people.
Yeah.
What he going to say about that. Does that ever have a place to where if a person shows actions of basically really being repentant, you know what I'm saying, and really saying, hey, I was in a place in my life where, that might have been what I thought, and it was wild, it was far-fetched.
That's on each individual's personal perspective. Mm-hmm. If there's someone who's like, no, what you said made me, I don't rock with you.
Okay, right.
I don't rock with you.
Right.
And then there's some who's like, hey, I see what you're doing. I can accept what you're doing. I can rock with you now. You know.
So really, what I'm saying is from your personal perspective. Like, I get people. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What you think? Do you give that pass? That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest. Jay was my dude. I felt like Jay was my me as an MC. Like he's my representation and everything. And the angle he went from was totally different from where I go from. I was like, nah, I don't fuck with this dude. But I will say this. No, I'm not going to I'm not paying, I'm not spending money.
Okay. I'm
not spending money on Jay, but I want to see him be great.
Okay, that's real.
I still want to see him be great. I want to see him make some good music. If he want to make good music, if he want to do good clothing, if he wants to do good art,
right?
I want to see him be a good artist. You know, but no, I'm not gonna spend bread on you.
That's real.
I'm not paying for your propaganda because my nigga, you switch it up at any moment in time. Like I can go and I'm behind. I'm gonna buy this record. I didn't spend $50 for this record. This and this and that. Invested in him, and then next thing you know, fuck all the Palestinian. You know, he can just go nuts and like, nigga, I just gave you $100 of my hard-earned money, and you done flipped. So yeah, I got my eye. I'm guarded with you,
and that's real. You should be.
Dealing with forgiveness, I think forgiveness is something that we all need. The biblical perspective is, that if we don't forgive, we won't receive forgiveness. The measuring stick that we use to judge a person is the measuring stick that the Lord will use to judge us. So I'm going to say that.
Right.
But when it comes to forgiveness, my brother was right about something. John the Baptist, when he was baptizing, there was it was a religious group there. And he said to them, bring fruit, meat for repentance. Bring forth fruit. In other words, he was saying, I'm not even fit to baptize y'all unless your life shows me, your action shows me that you really have repented. Anybody can say, I'm sorry.
Bingo.
But to display that I'm sorry, like he said, nobody wants to be made a fool out of.
Facts.
Even in the scripture, it doesn't promote being made a fool out of.
Right.
You forgive somebody, but you don't pay attention. Everybody needs forgiveness. Watch this, but everybody, if you look into what John the Baptist said, doesn't necessarily deserve it.
Right.
Right?
Say that.
In order to be forgiven even by God, you have to repent.
Yeah, you got to repent. Yeah.
He wants to see a change in your behavior.
Got to be a change.
That's what he wants. He don't want the constant offending, because a lot of times when we offend, we hurting people. We are doing great damage.
Yeah.
And so, the smack on the hand has to be strong for somebody that has such a platform, like let's say as a Ye or somebody else who has influence over millions of people.
Yeah.
You just can't use a rotating door. But does he need forgiveness to survive? He absolutely needs it, just like we need it. So I believe everybody's a candidate for forgiveness, but to whom much is given, much is required. He needs to show the fruit.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to be made a fool of. Like you said, you go spend your money, then in the middle of the CD, you get a news flash. Everybody got time for that.
I totally get where both of y'all coming from. It's a choice. Like both said, so he wished the best for him to be a better person and to make better products, I'm saying, in general, right? But I'm not spending any of my money. That's just what I choose not to do.
Right.
Me, I just come from a different aspect of it. I just feel like I don't idolize these people to where I don't think they do crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I almost expect it. Like, most people who got money have done something crazy to get in these places. Majority of these people have done something that you probably would find out and be like, oh, wow.
Except for Bob Barker, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, Bob Barker, I was a kid, yeah. That's why I was a kid. I get a pass on that. And Bob Barker as a kid, he was just Bob Barker, just like any game show host, you know what I'm saying? But to me, it's like, I used to go to bat for Kobe Bryant a lot, right? And everybody knows that's my GOAT, right? But at a point in time, when the rape allegation came out, people was just killing this man. And what I said was, I will wait till facts come out, and then I will condemn him if those facts are true, I will condemn him for being Kobe Bryant, the rapist. I don't like Kobe Bryant for being a basketball player. I separate the two, you know what I'm saying? And some people don't. And that's your right, your prerogative. I don't know Kobe Bryant as a person. I don't know what Kobe Bryant does in his lifestyle or any of that. If he's truthful to his wife, was he true, you know what I'm saying, how he was as a father.
I mean, he just came across the most
I just know
draws
as
ever.
him being a basketball player. So and I only like him as being a basketball player.
So, but when they show their private life to you, then do you?
Then I'm gonna call that out. You know what I'm saying? That's what, like I said with Jay-Z, like with all that stuff. We me and Bo spoke about a lot of times, right? They Jay-Z favorite artist, but if them allegation would have been true, I'm condemning him like everybody else.
Right, I get you.
Like R. Kelly, we knew, for example, like I don't listen to R. Kelly stuff to this day. You know what I'm saying? Because the allegations are true. Like, I can't go listen to Bump and Grind and seem like you're ready without understanding the context of what you saying, bro. Like before we thought it, yeah, like R. Kelly, you kind of a wild boy. You be doing some wild stuff on stage, but till somebody says, no, we got proof. You know what I'm saying? And that's different. So, yeah, you know, but it is some fanatics. That's why I was like, as fan, they take the word fan from fanatic, but I think it's two different things. You can be a fan of a person's art and still have a general conception to say, I can be like, nah, he wilding out. I can call it out. Fanatics?
I know. They can do everything.
Yeah, they can do no wrong.
They can do no wrong. Like, it's people who literally, anything Kanye does, no matter what he does, when he was on those tantrums and those comments that he was making about, they was like, I still a Ye fan. I love him. Nah. Kanye is God. And when you start saying crazy, that's when it's the idolization and the crazy part of being a fan has overstepped his boundaries in my eyes.
Like, I'm sorry he felt that way about his cousin.
Oh, yeah. For real. I forgot, wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. So that's wild.
Yeah, son.
That's wild.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
That's wild, son.
Yeah.
But then I also think that he do things for shock value. Like, he know he can just say stuff, and no matter how crazy and demented it sounds, y'all gonna rock with him because he has a cult type of fan base. It's like Donald Trump. Why does Donald Trump get out there and say the most outlandish things? Because guess what?
Man.
The same cult following will not condemn it.
Yeah.
Like the man told people to drink bleach, G. And people said, you know what? He might know what he's talking about. Bleach, nigga?
The way he has talked about the Iranians.
And lying. Boy.
They are lunatics. What? Hang on, man.
Really, really bad people. Really bad people.
And
we're trying to negotiate with them, but we're going to bomb them.
In the eyes of some people, he can do no
wrong, bro.
And that's
they think he God sent, bro.
And I don't know how.
I've talked to people who, you know, they feel like they have a Christian background. They truly said God told them that Trump was made president because he's the one supposed to bring about all the wrongdoing and bring it out. I was like, well, you gonna bring yourself out?
Exactly.
It's the same token.
Now, in the Bible, God used wicked people.
Yeah, that's what they go by.
I mean, because you talk about Cyrus, you talk about there's a lot of wicked people who used he used the Babylonians, he used the Assyrians, he used a lot of different people. This stuff with Trump, man, I don't know what's going on. But I know God is not the author of confusion. I don't believe.
I don't believe he put this man. I'm sorry, y'all can believe what y'all want, but I don't believe he put this man.
God is not definitely co-signing this.
No. What's funny when you got when you got people that you know everybody you work with, you know they got their beliefs, whatnot, and you got the folks who are Trump defenders and I ain't gonna even say MAGA. They might just be like, hey, they just like how Trump is. And now they like, I don't know what the fuck Trump doing.
But they real. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I G for them like if they be like, hey, nah, Trump doing. Now they like, hey, Trump fucking some shit up.
He wilding out. I just be laughing at the blatant lies the man tell. He literally got on TV and said the Iranians' defense and missiles are obliterated. But how they blowing up planes the next day?
They still blowing up shit.
They did not two planes. Oh, I didn't account for that.
Yeah, we taking out everything and they blowing up planes.
And they still warning with him. He just said last week the military has been totally demolished. We count this as a win. But we still warring.
And they just knocked down two airships.
It's a red flag no matter you're dealing with entertainment, you're dealing with even religion, you're dealing with whatever. When you get to the point to where somebody can do no wrong in your eyes,
it's a problem.
There's a problem.
There's
been times to where, the person I love most on earth at one time was my mama before she passed. But I knew even my mama could do wrong. You know what I'm saying? That she wouldn't. I can't tell her that. But you're a kid. You can hear your parent tell a lie, and if you say, "Mom, I think that didn't happen," you lie, boy, you gonna get slid into the other room.
Go get slid.
Why you do that? I'm grown.
But
the point is, much as I love her, I know she was a human being while she was here.
Yeah. Bingo.
You get what I'm saying? And I can look at the man in the mirror. And as much as I love that man in the mirror, I know that he can do wrong.
Bingo.
I know that he is not always right. I know that everything that I say is not always correct.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I've never met anybody in life on TV or in my own reality that they can't do wrong.
This man is diabolical.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody can do wrong.
And that's why it's crazy. Like when you be watching those like the David Koresh and these people who have cults and stuff, I understand it now. They will give their life to people because their mindset has been so brainwashed to think everything he said, even when it's like, you can have the most smartest person, the person who got a college background, you know what I'm saying, whatever, got degrees, and they will be okay with the lies and deception that everybody can see. A child can see that if I said we blew up everything and demolished everything and their military's done, but why are we still fighting the next day? Why they still got guns? Why they shoot them people? Why do they feel like they still have the strength to war with us if they were demolished?
Come on.
And now you're going to say, Trump's going to lead.
Yeah.
We don't get in the political aspect of it. I think it's crazy on both sides. Both said it before. But common sense is common sense.
Yeah, I don't have no political affiliation.
Bingo, you just like us.
These folks is crazy on both sides.
Both sides.
Say that. If I see, I'm not against voting, but what I'm saying is,
do what you do.
Yeah. But if I want to sit something out, I'm not gonna pick between the lesser evil.
Yeah.
I gotta be able to stand before my God.
Ooh, say that. I'm not. Your relationship with God is the most important.
One side is screaming out, "Hey, we the Christians." I know better than that.
It's a narrative. Everybody got a narrative. Everybody got a narrative. Say that, bro.
So don't nobody have a monopoly on nothing.
Say that, bro.
You hear what I'm saying? So
I can't stand black Democrats because they always
speaking of black Democrats, also we potting right now. What did y'all think about what Nick Cannon said? Did y'all hear that statement? He basically said he said that the Democrats were the political side of the KKK, right? Is that right? But the way he said it, he didn't give context to it. So then you start thinking, people only hear that main point and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he didn't give a lot of context.
Right, because if he's giving historical context.
But historically,
they split sides way back in 1940s and 50s, I think.
Right, like that. Then the question is, did they really switch sides? That's what it is.
It's a lot of delving, but it's a bigger discussion than you just saying it with Amber Rose in a car because you said, your
it's
platform.
The whole setup, setting something, the tact, how we present it.
Yeah, how you present it, bro. It means everything.
You shouldn't be talking about politics with Amber Rose.
With Amber Rose in a car with the window down and just driving.
That shouldn't.
And you have a platform that is followed by lots of people to just say a blanketed statement like that is wild without really breaking it down.
And plus, you're known enough where you can talk to someone.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm. You can get some actual.
You can bring some people on your panel and actually get some.
Because I used to ride. I drove a cab and I would pick up folks. Mm-hmm. I would pick up. This sister is a black sister. She's a black Republican.
Mm-hmm.
She's a black Republican, and she would break down the whole history of politics while I'm riding around with her.
I bet it was a great conversation too.
Oh, it was the dopest because she would break down like the policies that led to Lazarus being built downtown and allowing black folks to work at Lazarus.
Yeah.
And that was like one of the first jobs my mama had was
the foundation of it.
You know what I'm saying? So like she was super dope. Man, I wish I could find, she might even be alive now. But she was a black Republican and she was sitting and break down some stuff with me. And I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I might be from the Midwest, but I do have conservative values. Just naturally born where I'm raised and the people around me. I ain't saying I'm Republican, but I have more conservative values.
You got views and morals that line up with that. But
if you got some morals, you're gonna be.
But I can't say I'm Republican. Cause you still a nigga. You what?
They don't like you.
Yeah.
I just think you got to be who you're gonna be. That's why I'm.
Now you gonna be who you're gonna be. I don't jump on the internet.
I'm one of God's people, and I have different morals and values that align with God principles.
Right.
Man, I'm stored.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
which gives you a problem with both sides.
Right. And I can go, like I said before, I can literally break down a problem with both sides because it's things that ain't right on both sides.
I agree.
But that cult mentality we speak about, don't let them see that. Like I'm blue all day long. I'm red all day long. I don't care what they did. But I'm going to ride with this team just because a lot of time it fits a person's narrative too, lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely. And
a lot of this is financial based and game, you know what I'm saying? Why you choose, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you're Republicans because exactly.
But this generation has to learn, that's coming up behind us, have to learn how to think critically. Right now, they want people to think for them, which makes it dangerous when you say, Nick says that while thighs and breasts are sitting in the car next to him. You know what I'm saying? No, they need to be able to focus, young man.
Right.
Because, like you said, they want us to get on the podcast and tell them how to think. And we need to challenge this generation that's coming behind us. Y'all have to think for yourself.
Do your research.
You don't have to be historically dedicated to any party.
Yeah.
Just because I'm black, I got to vote one way. No, that's inherently. There's something inherently wrong with that.
It's terribly wrong.
It's
terribly wrong.
Manipulated. It's going to be all of that. So no, they don't need to know how we voting. Come correct.
Come correct with it.
And earn my vote.
And call it out. Wrongdoing is wrongdoing.
Yeah.
Right is right. Wrong is wrong. It's so simple.
Straight up.
And in closing, we ain't talked to Uncle OG in a minute. I'm trying to get him on here next week. But I will say this.
We ain't
Uncle
got time.
No, I ain't going to.
We got to get Uncle OG.
No, I'm just saying. But what he told us is, you know what I'm saying, when me and Bo be talking to him, you know what I'm saying, he tells us things, right? But he said, don't take what I say as the gospel. Do your research.
Do your research.
Go read this book. Because another thing I found, just like with the Bible, right? You can read a verse.
And
I might take it differently than how it's translations. And how I perceive it and what I take from it could be totally different than you. So that's why I always feel like the relationship with God is your own. You know what I'm saying? And how you interpret things and how you move is your own. So and that's what you do. Do the research yourself. If you feel like you feel strongly about an opinion or a thought or perspective of you and you don't think it's right or wrong, do your research.
Do your homework.
Y'all got anything else, fellas?
What we doing? We got sports. We're done with sports. We done with what we doing?
We kind of just we pod today, so we run with it.
Check out my man, a young artist, Marlon Craft.
Okay.
He dropped a project a couple days ago. He got a lot of Wu-Tang affiliates behind him, but he got a nice little sound. Marlon Craft dropped a project. Check him out. As always, I'm rocking with Jack Harlow. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that album's dope to me. I don't care what anybody say. It's art.
It's art. I will just say, like, we talk about music. I mean, the Ye did drop his album, Bully.
Bully.
I will say this. It's not, because Ye got classics. And I think he's about himself.
He ain't got that one song I wanted to hear.
But I'm just saying, though, I think when it gets to a certain MCs, they are okay to make bad albums or to make okay album. When you got 4 or 5 classics, and that's in your discography, you got a bad one, you got, you know what I'm saying, okay one, it's going to happen. And it's okay. And I think Bully is him almost like, basically like, say a basketball player or a fighter ain't fought in a long time, right? Like they ain't really been in the gym.
Rusty.
They a little rusty. That's that album, you know what I'm saying? Like you see peak Kanye in some parts, and then you see the Kanye, you know what I'm saying, where staying in the studio, you know what I'm saying, rapping all the time would be better. And you can see some of the people that have left his camp, you know what I'm saying, because the sound doesn't have that hit. like Joe Budden was talking about, like Mike Dean, you know what I'm saying, if you deal with music and stuff, those are people like in the production side that make those beats hit the instrumentation.
I mean, his whole crew.
Yeah.
He ain't messed with
He
Travis.
missed that a little bit, but Ye is still Ye. Like some of the songs and the melodies and how he come up with his stuff, Ye is still Ye. You know what I mean? I think it's sold like maybe close to 300,000. That's a lot from with all the stuff that happened. You know what I'm saying? Most people we don't see come back from that type of epic meltdown. You know what I'm saying? And you got anything?
Did he say that's his final album? You said?
No, he didn't.
That's his latest album.
I just think I want to see if, like you said, actions, right? Mm-hmm. Like, for example, Lauryn Hill out there, you know what I'm saying, last night. And, she don't perform hard for nobody. And, the fact that, and the way he was speaking, it wasn't from the cocky, arrogant side of you know what I'm saying, doing his concert. Like how he was talking, he was thanking the fans. It wasn't like, y'all love me because I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, he was supposed to thank y'all for rocking with me through ups and downs,
more
stuff like that. It sounds more like he's been humbled. You know what I mean? And like you said, I'm waiting to see if this follows through. You know what I'm saying? Is this the new you or is this because it's rollout? You know what I'm saying? So I get you being skeptical about it, but if you like Ye, it's a good listen, you know what I'm saying? And you'll hear some gems. And you'll hear some stuff, you'll be like, I wish he would rap some more on this, or maybe not did the auto-tune-ish stuff on this, or it's too short. But, but I did think what was dope was his daughter. His daughter's getting into the production aspect of it. She came out there and was even rocking with him. She actually did her song out there with him. And thinking about if it was a father out there with their daughter, their son, you know what I'm saying? That feeling that you would get from that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like if you and Mackenzie was out there.
Yeah, that's gonna make you keep going. That's gonna make you, I gotta make a whole new album after just
you feel me? I'm hoping family values and wanting to live, you know what I'm saying, and just be a better person, you know what I'm saying, influences him, and it really takes him over to where he does get back. I don't even say get back to Ye, be a better Ye. Don't even go back to who you was, be a better Ye.
He ain't never be it. What we also got to talk about is March Madness. We got the Final Four in Naptown jumping off right now.
We rolling.
We got the Final Four. I'm about to head downtown and see what
the teams we got.
We got Michigan, Illinois, we got UConn, and we got Arizona. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to see what these fans talking about. I want to hang out. I want to be amongst people.
They was wilding out yesterday when I seen on the news. They was out there wilding out.
I'm trying to hang out and see what's going on. So yeah, we got March Madness. The end of March Madness.
The end of March. Yeah, we in the Final Four. We in April now.
Yeah.
I know what time it is. By the time April hits, it's the Final Four. It's the literal Final Four.
Final Four.
I mean, in fact, the women, like we talked about the women's last night. We didn't say, like South Carolina won. I think UCLA beat Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? So that's going to be, and it's crazy in the women's division. The number ones, it seems like, is always in 4 spots for the Final Four. It's always like the number one. It's like the number ones are so much better than the other teams.
They are.
That they're always there. It's crazy like that. In the men's, it kind of have some, you know what I'm saying?
Now you get
change up, you know what I'm saying?
You see Duke got shit. You see,
that was a debacle, dude.
That was crazy.
That was a last second.
All you had to do was hold the ball, bro.
A tip pass and lead to my.
But even before that, Boozer, all you had to do was hold the ball.
Pressure.
Man.
That's that pressure, boy.
Hey, that's how people win, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that mindset.
And then my young man got the ball.
That composure in them crunch times.
That Indiana kid, straight
hey. Put that
he chucked it up. Hey, man.
When he let it go, you could tell it was going in.
Oh, yeah. He
when
had that
form.
He got the Indiana form. You know, one thing they say is Indiana, the Hoopers, most of the shooters got that form.
And he thought it was just to tie it up.
No, it's a game.
Yeah, he thought it was a tie.
Gamer.
He didn't know it was for a win. I'm just trying to tie it up.
Yeah, we getting down to the nitty gritty of the NBA too. Like I said, they only got 4 more games. And
yeah, I see a lot of
MVP. We talked about it. I still think Wemby ain't playing. Wemby going for it. Him, Jaylen Brown going for it.
Games.
They got 5 more games left.
No, I'm saying I know they go by that 65 games.
He's still in running.
Yeah, Wemby ain't lost enough games.
The main people in the running probably are like now Luka gone, so he's out.
Luka gone.
Saying, with the
he gone.
Injury.
He gone.
But I think it's between Wemby, Shea, and Jaylen Brown. Shea's teetering. You know what I'm saying? If he misses any more games, he might be out of it. But they're gonna give it to probably Shea because they're number 1 again. Yeah, they're gonna look at it. He's number 1.
But
his numbers look good.
Team.
But he had Jalen Williams out. They've been hurt, and they still never won.
The way Wemby and the way
I like Wemby and Brown.
Jalen Brown, both sides. They've done it on both sides this year.
Yeah.
They've done it on both sides. They will guard you. They will score you. They put numbers up.
I think Jalen or Wemby should get it, but most likely Shay's going to get it just because one thing they're going to say is
this team got
he's on another run, and normally it's hard for the team. Most people who are trying to double back and win after a chance because complacency can set in, right? We just won. We young dudes, we won, and we probably wasn't even meant to win so early right now, right? So complacency
only won because
in.
Halliburton got hurt, bitch.
Well, that's no here nor there. We can't just say that because they was a great team before. We can't just say that. Like, it's a big part of it, though. It could be different, but you can't just literally say they wouldn't have won because they still could have won even with Halliburton on the court. We would wish to see that. But the Thunder was the best team in the league. It wasn't like they weren't the best team in the whole league last year anyway. They wasn't smoking boys like they did this year. But I know they probably going to give it to Shea just because his numbers is still the same as last year. They're the number one team, and they're the champions until somebody knock them off. A lot. But we will see. Hey, man, we've been pod, man. Pastor Frankie been rocking with us.
Pastor Frankie.
Hey, man, I never called this man Pastor Frankie.
It's dark from the park. What you talking about?
Hey, the man told us what he wanted to call him. I'm going to call him Pastor. He's like, you might call you Pastor Frankie. I'm going to call you Pastor Frankie.
I'm meeting Pastor Frankie.
So there you go.
Hey, man, I'm just glad to be here, though. I'm glad to be here.
Man, rocking with
myself.
Man, this is family, man.
Man, God is good.
Man, we still here. Like, we still here looking good and great and being able to do this is just a blessing in its own right.
Yes, sir.
So I ain't got nothing else. Bo, you got anything else?
I'm good.
Pastor Frank, you got anything else?
God is great and greatly to be praised.
Going on that note, that is the mic drop. We will see y'all on the next one. Yep.